Welcome to episode 33 of the Seagrove Sessions, stories and memories from members of North Edinburgh Dementia Care's Seagrove Centre. In this episode we hear from Raymond, from early life in St James's Square, now St James's Quarter, to working as a time-served plumber, and his hobby, wrestling. We learn what monkey dung was, no, not the obvious, and what the wrestler Big Daddy liked to drink. Enjoy.
A room in St James's Square, and there were three families in the fifth floor. My mum had my wee sister in a pram. She had to bump that pram all the way up to the fifth floor, and there was a double bed. Maureen, my sister, was in the pram, and my dad, my mother, and myself and my sister were in the double bed. Good. And all my mother had to cook was a gas ring and an open fire. That's all she had. And then we moved it to Niddrie Grove, 3 bedrooms, hot and cold water, big coal fire, big park to play in. What more do you need?
So, in St James's Square, what about toilet? Were you sharing a toilet?
Yep, one toilet between 3 families. All it had was a toilet, a sink and a cold water tap. That's all we had.
And up 5 stories,
Yeah, 5 stories. And we were in the attic, but there was 1, 2, 3 rooms in the attic, but it's amazing.
Yeah.
Of course, they knocked them down eventually, years ago.
Yeah.
Then they built the bus station. Bus station was built there. Then they built that other place. Then they built that shopping centre. Well, it's all been renewed now. It's all been redeveloped.
So what do you remember of Niddrie then? What school did you go to?
I went to Niddrie Mills Primary School, which was, my house was there. I only had to walk about 40 yards and I was at the school. Up to the corner bit, across the road with the lollipop man, you were at the school. It was a bungalow. That was the janitor's house, and he had 2 Irish setters. Beautiful dogs they were.
And did you like school?
I liked my primary school. I liked my secondary school even better because you got work to do. You could work on metal or woodwork. I liked that. The boy that was a register teacher, Mr. Gouldy, he let me do anything in wood. It used to be, you got to work beside your dad. I said, I've got to work beside my dad. I said, but he's not a joiner, he's a plumber. A plumber? I thought you were going to be a joiner. I said, no, that. I said, I'm going in the plumbing game.
So you had an aptitude for woodwork as well?
Oh, aye. And I liked, my brother-in-law was, he engraver in glass, crystal, Edinburgh crystal.
Good.
I want a shot of that, it's quite hard right there.
So your dad was a plumber?
Yeah.
And what did your mum work at all, or was she just...
My mum did cleaning jobs.
Oh, right.
She worked in a big house in Blackett Place, which is at the top of where the swimming pool is, just across the road from it. All the people that stayed in the house, Mr. and Mrs. Rankin, and her daughter, Miss Rankin, she used to have a holiday cottage in Duns.
Oh, yeah.
There was a big estate there. No water, no electricity, oil lamps, rainwater out the barrel, toilet, it was an open toilet thing. She used to go down there every weekend.
And what did the Rankins do?
They were all doctors, radiologists, consultant this, consultant that. Miss Rankin, she was in charge of the physiotherapy department. Great. And she used to have private patients to come to her house. She had this tree right in the front garden. It was hanging away over. Every time somebody went along, they were complaining about the tree. So I had a trailer on my car. I said, well, come do Miss Rankin. I said, well, cut it up and I'll take it up to the dump up at Dalkeith Road there. She said, oh, that'll be great, Raymond. Right, I'll have some lunch for you when you come back. So we go away up to the place and the guy says, can I come in? What do you mean, can I come in? It's a place for dumping rubbish. You can't come in, you need to come back, that's my gaffer. What to do is go away. Come back in half an hour, he'll be away. So that's what I did. Come back, and anyway, 10 bob to his he was quite happy. I got a pint of it.
And did your dad was a plumber, did he work for himself or did he work?
No, I worked for the same firm. I worked at my time, Deeper Lighting Company, Beaver Hall Road. It's right next to Duncan Chocolate Factory in the Greyhound Stadium. I used to like working in there, Duncan's Chocolate Factory. Yeah. I always got a big bag of broken bits of chocolate and all that.
And they had the Greyhound racing down there, didn't they?
That's right, aye, Powder Hall. Thursday night, it was always packed on a Thursday night. My dad's pal used to go, Jimmy. He was a fly bugger. He wouldn't tell you any. People used to give him tips, and he wouldn't tell you. Well, Stan, the 2 dogs are racing. And he said, come on. And eventually he said, oh, I'll just win that one there. Never tell us about that one, Jimmy. Oh, I just put 20 quid on it. Put 100 quid on it. That's what the bugger done, fly bugger. One time he went there, he won enough to buy a brand new car. He was a right nervous guy. He was our gaffer when we had the Gilmerton and Inch. I don't know, the council houses there. We had a wee place where we used to sit and have your dinner next to the shops and what have you. And Jimmy used to go about there, the wee jobs. He had a wee van. Then one day we were going past this guy's house, and my dad's pal, Jim Engels, was there, says, "Come on, we'll go in." I says, looks at the guy's door, says, "What are you doing with your bubble car? I'll sell it to you if you want it. You can have it for a tenner." So we gave him a tenner, but I had to buy a new battery, which was 15 quid, another £2 or £3 for the insurance. Great, he used to go about the other wee jobs.
In a bubble car?
Get your tools, toilet and a sister. Then we bought a wee moped. We got the blacksmith to make a metal bit in the back. You could put all your tools and whatever in the back.
Yeah.
There was everybody there. There was blacksmiths, joiners, electricians.
Good grief.
Everybody for all the council houses.
Yeah. So how long was your apprenticeship then?
5.
Right.
5 years. The last year you went to a place in Collington Road and you put in gas meters.
Good grief.
Nowadays it's done in copper, but they used to do it in lead pipe. You had to bend it with your knee and cut it and put what you call a cross branch in it and solder it.
Oh wow.
You had to be really good with the heat, because if you had too much heat you just
Yeah.
knacker the whole thing. My 2 sisters used to work in the prescription place. They used to price all the things that went on the prescriptions. In a place in New Street, just over the Royal Mile. And it used to be a canteen as well. Yeah, a lot of the down and outs used to come in for tea.
Oh, I know where you are, yeah.
The boy that ran it, he was an ex-sergeant major. Yeah.
The Ark, wasn't it? Called the
That's
Ark?
it, aye.
I know where you are.
Well, my sister just worked up above it. That's where their offices were. And he had a wee office, the boy that ran it had a wee office down the stair.
Well, that would have been a lively place in the Ark.
Oh, aye. He didn't stand any nonsense amongst all these winos and all the rest of it. Get out. He used to get quite a lot of coming drunk and try to cause trouble.
So as a plumber, you said you worked at the Inch, you would have worked all over Edinburgh.
Oh, aye, all over the place.
And did you get a lot of these big contracts, like council ones?
Yes. Put a tender in for them and see what you got. And my boss seemed to be alright. He used to get quite a lot. Between his private work and the council work, Blake's were one of the biggest plumbing firms in Edinburgh at one time.
Is that right?
Aye. We done a big job at the LPG at the Western. That's over 50 years ago. Because I was just a young laddie. And there was a canteen. The wife ate in the canteen. And at night time she used to leave sausage, bacon and egg and everything on a wee glass dish in the cooker. That was for working at night.
Oh, wow.
That was your tea. She was really good, that one. You got nice homemade soup and everything. It was great.
Sounds all right.
It was an English firm, actually.
All right.
That taken it over, aye. You see, the amount of people that got hurt in that job was unbelievable. We were right next to the emergency plate bit there in the Western. One guy, he got nearly killed. Big concrete beam fell in and happened there. This other damn bugger, there's a fire escape going round the building. So the guy's got a barrel full of compo. He starts to go like that, instead of letting it go here. So he broke his leg, he broke his arm. And the joiner, it was a time they were doing these Hilti guns. You got a wee cartridge and you loaded it, fired it into steel to fix something.
All right, okay.
But the gaffer, joiner, he put too big a cartridge in it, but right through the wall, and got his apprentice right in the knee and taken his big chunk out of his kneecap. I saw the blood, he fainted. I'm walking away, putting in a sink. The joiner comes up to me. "Plumber, is there supposed to be water coming through the ceiling here?" "Nothing to do with me," I says, I'm not working in that bit. So we went up, enough. And here's this daft bugger. He was with the other firm. And he hadn't done the top connection. So he's filling it up with 2-inch feed. Of course, once it got to the top, the water's pouring everywhere. It ruined worktops, everything, cabinets, a lot.
You would have come across asbestos as well, wouldn't you?
Yes, we did. I we had a guy that worked beside us who tried to get, he had a lawyer, and he was trying to get money with them, but he never worked with this stuff at all.
Did he not?
Because they come around asking everybody, "Have you been working with asbestos?" "No." I said, "Definitely not." He said he was doing everything with asbestos, and D. Blake's never touched it because he knew what like it is. We done a job in the hospital at Roslyn Lee. It was a psychiatric hospital.
Yeah.
And all the heating pipes and everything, it's covered in stuff called monkey dung.
All right.
It's just like cement, but it's got asbestos and everything through it. The old guy that put it on, he smoked a pipe.
Oh, God.
So all the fumes for this thing, he's sucking in with his pipe.
And it was called monkey dung?
Aye.
I've never heard of that.
They have like a piece of leather,
Alright.
and they shape it to what size of pipe they're doing.
Oh,
Put it on and shape it. Aye, the old boy had done all that. He was there for like 2 or 3 months. I liked it because you got your dinner there. For 2 and 6 you got a 3-course meal. And on a Friday we used to go to the gardener, give him 2 and 6, and you got this massive big bag of vegetables. Strawberries, everything in it. He used to sell it on the there was a pub there. They had their own social club and everything. You could go in at night and have a pint.
Because it was quite a way out, wasn't it?
Oh, aye. He used to have a bus. A bus used to pick up people just off of Princess Street in the morning.
Alright.
Early morning, back at 7 in the morning. At least you go to there, you go to the Fernand. You didn't have to pay bus fares sort of thing.
No. And would you have done, you obviously worked for a firm, you would have done homers and things.
Okay, always did homers, plenty of homers. Sink units, washing machines, garden taps, I think I mean, there's one of them. Can you put a tap in there for me? Aye, there you go.
So that was your whole of your working life, was plumbing?
Yep, aye. And when I finished with D. Blake's, when they were quiet, I went to Canmore Housing. Yeah. And what I was doing over there was pairing.
And what did you do? Did you go dancing when you were younger, Raymond?
No.
No, you weren't a dancer?
No, I went training when I just started the wrestling.
Oh, right. Oh, yes, of course. Tell us about that.
I started that when I was 16.
Right.
There was an advert in the evening news. My pal Davey, he was in a British plumber as well. And I says, Davey, you fancy going there? That's no bad idea. So I went up there, and Waverley House, it's a railway social club. We had the very top bit. Right. 3 rooms up in the attic bit. It was great. You were training and you could do for a pint.
And who was training you?
We had 2 really good guys, George Farker and George Mackenzie. They wrestled all over the world. They won European champion titles, they won everything. And then George Farker, he was a plumber as well. He had wee business in Dundee Street.
Oh, right. And you did the wrestling, how long did you do that for?
20 odd years.
And that's proper wrestling, this isn't...
Aye, freestyle wrestling, aye.
Yeah. So did you go into competitions?
Oh, aye. I won quite a lot of Scottish titles. I used to like the Highland Games. You done your freestyle and then you done what's called Cumberland wrestling. Yeah. Had to wear your kilt, of course.
Of course, yeah. Yeah. And was there prize money for all this?
You got crystal tumblers and things like that. Clock. One time I went there and come back with 4 bloody clocks.
And did you ever get injured?
All the time.
Did you?
Oh, aye. But we had a good physio. Yeah, he had a wee place in 4th Street. His wife used to do all the tanning things with the woman. And he done all the Amateur Bodybuilding Association. Because my pal, he was a bodybuilder.
And did your pal carry on doing it as well?
No, he packed it.
Oh, right.
Davey, not for me.
No.
I says, well, fair enough. I says, I'm enjoying it, I like it.
Did you ever go down and see the wrestling at the El Dorado?
I used to come up to us, ask if you wanted to join the wrestling circuit. No thanks. Big Daddy and Giant Haystacks. Quite a lot of professional guys.
Because they did make a money out of it, didn't they?
Oh, aye. Big Daddy did it. We were doing it at Crystal Palace at the British Open Championships. I see this wee mini. Who the hell's in that? Big Daddy comes in, practically tips the bloody wee mini getting out of the ring. She says, can I come back? I says, aye, you can come back. I says, come back, you can watch the guys fighting. Yeah. Come back. And we won 4 British titles that year.
Wow.
I got a 4th. That's the nearest I got to the British. That's a certificate. Of course, we had to celebrate, of course.
Of course.
Drink like a giant haystacks. Double Bacardis and pints of lager. Bacardi and Coke and a pint of lager. You could drink. And we had a guy called Morris Allen. Yeah. And he was teaching this guy, big black guy from South America. He was in the Olympics.
Right.
Middleweight. Well, Morris was what? He was about probably 2 or 3 down at the time.
Right.
But he was a big pudding. He got absolutely bloody hammered. And Morris, he got a chance to wrestle in the World Sambo Wrestling. That's a combination of judo and wrestling put together. And he won it. Won the world title. Joined this American general, got him a job in the schools, teaching wrestling in the schools. And he's still doing it.
Wow.
Still teaching.
Good for him.
He's in his 70s. Very fit. Oh, aye. Yeah. Really fit guy. The last time I seen him, he had nice curly hair, and then next time I saw him, no curly hair at all, no hair. What have you been doing to your hair?
Thank you for listening to episode 33 of the Seagrove Sessions, Raymond's story. For more episodes, our other podcasting channel, How We Live with Dementia, and for information about our work, go to www.nedc.org.uk or follow us on Facebook, NEDC, the Seagrove Centre. Thanks again for listening. Catch you in the next one.